All right, so welcome back. So I will continue with the following section where I will show you how to do condition formatting. When there is a negative over here, we want to put it as red. And we want to also learn how to draw a line graph. All right, line graph to show the total sales versus the total cost. Okay, so this will be the objective for this video. First of all, let us go and create the condition over here. Let's say condition over here, the variance, to show us negative, right? Negative will show us a red color, right? Red color negative. So go to condition formatting over here. There's different condition formatting that you can use. Then check duplicate values. You can check equal, can check between, greater, less, or the text I contain. So let us try two things over here. One is less than. We just put less than 0. Over here, usually they will show you the average of what is been less than, right? Average. I don't know. Should be average. I don't know why it's not average over here, but anyway, we put 0. All right. If it's if it's less than 0, it will be red and with dark text. Over here, we can change accordingly, as you can see, or red border, light red fill, or the first one we can put it like this. Okay, this is the first condition formatting. Let us try to do some adjustment over here to have a look. So maybe 100. 100 is too little. Maybe 4,000. That is too much. Too much over there. Maybe still too much. Remember how to do this? You just right here and double click. Then you can expand this column accordingly. So let us do something else over here with this condition formatting for the text now. Let us highlight cells that contain text that contain unvariable. So we don't want it to overlap like this. All right, we put maybe a red border. Maybe red text. Okay, can you see that? So let us go back to maybe 1000 over here and see that it adjusts accordingly. This is one of the interesting tools you can use from the Excel. Now, we have done with the budget over the month. All right, we have plot out this one. So let us also try to plot out this cost as well. We want to make it, what you want to do over here next is to draw a line, a line graph of sales, total revenue, and the total cost, so that we can look at at which point is the break even. All right. To make things more interesting, right? We will also like to do one thing, is that we want to this based off the sales price, based off the cost per unit. What I'm trying to say is we want to do markup from the cost for the sales. All right, sales markup sales, right? So let us try to first First, what we're going to do is we need to redo this over here. Since we want to spread it out over to here, let us do separate. Let me see. This is the sales of brains, right? Sales of prints. We take this as the product name, right? We take this as the product name, the sales of prints. We got over here. So let me just put total. Just put here total. And let us do the same for this. Management accounting. Go back to management accounting. Then, if you dip deeper, you know what is this? I want to explain this again. It will take a lot of time, but just bear with me. What I'm trying to do over here is to break this amount over here down into further detail over here. And let us do something over here, which is the input session over here. Oh, wait. Let's copy here and paste this over here. Need this. Okay. So, maybe over here put a grand and total cost, right? When you combine both of these. So let me just put this line over here. Okay. Put the top order. This. So like this one, let us change this. Is What I'm doing over here is just simply creating the template. Okay, we are just creating a template to actually count or compute the cost for this sales of prints and this custom order. We want to calculate the cost based on the unit over here. Can you see that? So we are also creating the input list over here to input accordingly. All right, let me just draw a line over here. Like, this is the same like what we have done for the revenue section over here. Okay, let us calculate for this. Let us put some estimate over here. Of course, the direct material maybe is for the sales of print, right? We're trying to make sense of this. Maybe one paper is 1 cent, all right? The label over here maybe per hour, but we're just going to multiply based on per print, all right? Per print, one print, we are giving maybe 1 cent or so to the worker. For custom order, maybe we'll pay more, 2 cents, all right? Maybe the material is better and the artwork, the workmanship require more more tedious work. Actually, if you combine this with other utilities that is direct, you can also say as a variable overhead. These are actually variable overhead costs. Variable overhead. No, what I'm talking about. This is the direct cost. This is the indirect. Direct can be multiple, right? Can be the paper for this one, the paper for printing. Over here, maybe the stapler. But over here, since it's overhead, so overhead usually we relate to those expenses like electricity, utilities, and other overheads. So just bear with me. This is just an example. We just put in maybe we estimate of 2 cents for the variable cost for electricities and 3 cents for the custom order. Then fixed cost, maybe over here, what do we have? Machines, is it machines? I don't know, I think of quite a long time ago for me to recall this. Fill up my thoughts over here. So in your assignment presentation, you can, when you present to me, you can talk to me or you can tell me or put it more detail to, of course, gain a better marks. Over here is just a template. I'm just making up something out of nothing over here. I mean, I didn't even plan. What is the main purpose that I want to show you is that we want to create a graph. We want to create a graph based on the total cost, the revenue, and the cost, so that we can see the break-even point. But we don't want to create like a normal graph with plotting up the figures. That's not fun, right? We want to play around with the template, make it more complicated, or make time more complicated. I want to show more things that we can do with this Excel. All right? I want to show you more things that we can do with this Excel. So over here, let me just put in maybe 100 some fixed cost over here, and maybe over here another fixed cost of 100. Okay. Cost, fixed cost is fixed, right? That is common sense. We'll do the first one over here. Let us put this equal to this unit over here. Okay, because these are variable costs, direct costs that gonna be base per unit over here. Multiply with this. Okay. Now we want to do over here is we want to lock this cell so that it will not run across. So basically you can see the cost is too cheap. Don't worry, we'll adjust this accordingly later to make it more sense, right? This is straight away the cost, the direct labor. Now, there's different method I want to show you over here is now the next skill is to lock this one. So since we know that the direct label, if we move to here, is directly below here, we can actually drag this down, right? However, if we lock this one, if we lock this cell to I14, over here it will be I14 as well. But over here, if you see, it's HI, right? I, but over here it's not 14, it's 15. Can you see that? So if we want to only lock this column, not the row, you can remove this dollar sign from the row. Okay, let us remove this dollar sign from the row. Let us drag across here first. As you can see, it's all accordingly populated. But if we drag this down, this is now multiply with this on 15 now, right? 15. This is 14 on row 14. This is on row 15. However, we don't want this to be we want the unit sold to be based on this 1000. So what we want to do over here is we want to lock the row for this one, but not the column. Right? Lock the row very easy. You just put a dollar sign on the number 4. All right, let me drag this across, as you can see, and let me drag this down. You can see it actually lock accordingly. These are how you lock the row or lock the column to generate accordingly to your preference, right? So let us pull this down over here, and this is 16, double confirm over here to here is 16 as well. So we have actually done this one, all right? So this is auto sum of this. Let's drag this across, and this fixed overhead will be over here, all right? Just lock this one, then click F4, and then drag this across and finish. All right, we are done with this. Let me just do one thing over here. Put it comma. All right. Auto sum, and drag down. You see, if you drag this down, it will actually hit this one as well. So let us don't need to drop over there. Let's just copy and paste. Okay. It's still going away, but let's just draw the line back. Okay, down. the total cost will be, also you can use auto sum of these two, or you can use this plus with this one. Okay, drag this across. So over here, let us just do a confirm check. This over here, and that is as with this, is it equal? Of course, it is true. All right, this double confirm that our formula is correct. Let us do the same thing for this one. By now, you should know how to do this. So this is equal to this one, and we want to lock the column. Not column. We want to lock the row. All right, this row. So let's put a dollar sign on this and multiply with this over to here. Okay, click enter straight away. Click enter straight away. Then you can double click and modify over here accordingly. Now what we want to do is we want to hold a constant on the column. For this one, let us put a dollar sign and drag this across and drag this down. So this double confirm variable OH is row 21. Row 21. Okay. Now let us copy this and paste this over here. Of course, we cannot paste this one. This I-17. We are on 23. Okay, so we need to update this one equals to this. Drag this across. Of course, again, we need to lock this. So for this case, we don't need to do anything. We just lock both of them by using F4. Click on the coordinate first, then we click F4. And copy this. All right, we just want to paste this to here, and this one, paste this over to here, copy this, paste over to here, and copy this one and paste here. It's the same repeat. You can see how if you don't lock the cells, all right, it means you can copy and paste. The formula will be following the relative amount, relative cells, all right. This one is equal to this plus with this one. Let us drag this across and success. Voila. All right, we have done the total cost over here. So let us go back over here and use this equal. Total direct material is equal to this plus with this one. Okay. Total direct labor is equal to this one plus with this one. And variable overhead is equal to this plus with this. And finally, the fixed overhead is equal to this one plus with this one. Okay, now we have everything done accordingly. Like so, all right. Let us just play a bit over here, 0.02. You can see everything change accordingly. Now let's draw a box over here just to show that we can input something and play along over here. All right, let us put in the comma and RM. Okay, so that we know the unit over here accordingly. So we have done all of this. Now what I want to do is we want to create a graph, right? The graph to show us this break even. All right, I want to show a break even over here. So let us put equal this one. You can actually do manually one by one, but what I want to do is I want to do a shortcut. I want to show you how to just straight away we can automate this line graph over here. All right, just put a comma sign over here. Okay, so let me just draw for the line over here. Let us put this selection over to any part of this over here and go to this insert. You can see recommend charts. You can try this one, or you can straight away go to this line chart and then let us straight away draw this one up. And you can see that this will be the total revenue and the grand total cost. So let us put over here maybe the revenue versus cost graph. Okay. Interesting is doesn't cross over here. Let me just cut this one, all right, and put it over to here. Right. So let us try to play along over here. Let us try to play along over here. 500. You can see it will change. Let me just change the cost over here. Let me just change the cost over here to 0.5. You can see actually change accordingly. I am just trying to think how to make this line match each other. Is when 0.5. That's too much, right? So maybe 0.2. 0.1. Okay, we are almost there. Maybe 0.5. 0.5 too much. 0.05. There you see. You can see that this is the point where this is the break even. That's it. That's it for this lesson. What I want to do over here is simply to show you how to do this condition formatting over here for the cells and just draw this line diagram based on this interactive template that we have over here. Of course, let us just do one thing for sure is let us compare that this and this over here is equal, right? This and this is true, okay? Just double confirm for us. Next we'll try to go into learning. We'll try and go into drawing up the financial statement, and then I want to do something with the VLOOKUP formula. All right, we have been delaying. The next session will be on the VLOOKUP formula to look up for certain values. All right. I think that's it for this simple budget thing. So, oh yeah, you want to do maybe, all right, maybe if you want to base of this sales unit, base of this estimated cost over here, marked up this amount. So maybe you can put this equal to sum of this, then multiply with 1.0 1 point, maybe you want to mark up to 200%, right? 200%. Okay. $2.5. I don't know. 5 is too much. Maybe 1.5. You see this? So whenever you change over here, 0.4, 0.2, you can see it's actually changed accordingly. Yeah, this is pretty much it about the simple template for budgeting, like a more interactive kind of way that you can show your formula, your budget. And yeah, with some integration of some of these skills. Right, I think that's it. See you again in another video where I want to show you on the VLOOKUP formula. Going into more detail on the pivot table. That one, I will give you a list of transactions. Maybe we'll do some pivot table, we'll do some VLOOKUP just to check which one is significant or not significant, rather than we look at it one by one, all right? Significant in terms of the material, no. That's it. Following that, we'll do some advanced, I would say, macros to do some interesting things with the Excel, all right?